ladies and gentlemen, for the 933rd time, live from the Pink Fox's kitchen, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that lady called Lisa.
What up?
As well as that dude called Jew.
What up, bitches?
As well as that dude called Big Mike.
Yeah.
As well as Alex of the Pink Fox crew.
What up, to add to my bitches, my hoes? No, I'm glad.
Yeah. As well as Mark of the Pink Fox.
What up?
What's going on, y'all? I am Mason. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
Yeah. What's happening out here, ladies and gentlemen? We have a special at location episode for you all out this monkey, man.
For real, we're coming at you from the Pink Fox's very dinery kitchen, man. This is
Shit done
dope,
made
guys.
a trip.
This camera just went black, though.
Oh, no. Which
Yeah,
camera?
The one right here.
Motherfucker. Well, let me start it over. Oh, we're not starting the show.
No,
over. We're keeping it rocking.
Nice. Dude, I was going to say that Predator theme was so hard, huh?
Oh, yeah, yo, the intros, man, be on point, man. Yeah, he got the intros, man.
What was last time I was on? I can't remember. It was different than Predator, though.
Oh, it's
Was it
always
a
something
horror
different.
movie, I feel like, maybe?
It might have been some Michael Myers shit.
Yeah, that's maybe what it was.
Or Jaws or something, yeah.
But we're still recording, though, right?
It's hard to say.
Okay,
Just keep
It's hard to say.
Well, since we're on site, I just want to apologize if you do hear the buzz. I don't want to draw attention to the buzz. I just want to apologize
It's
for
okay.
it.
What you talking about? The camera don't work? We on?
Yeah, the camera just went black on us. That's all.
Oh.
And we need to be
Well,
able
that's
to
one point at
see
you,
our
right?
special guest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's why.
Hey, goddamn
Yeah, I mean,
Trump camera that
you
DI
got too much,
shit.
too much darkness on that motherfucker. It's like, hold on, we switching to night vision.
Oh, my God.
Oh man, leave it to fucking Junior, man.
I was a little delayed.
I didn't even know really what y'all was talking about. You know what I mean? For one, I wasn't really listening. You know how I be. And,
Yeah, he's
and for two, I'm tuned up a little bit right now. You know what I mean? So, you know.
We've been on the Pink Fox edibles all the way in, man.
Yeah, I got a question for y'all though.
What's up?
So the transitioning from where y'all was at to now in the medical part of it, how difficult was that shit? Like, is it or was it a difficulty?
I mean, I think we would both say it was difficult.
Yeah, it was. There was some learning curves for sure. I mean, we had there's little signs behind it. But, you know, we had like THC loss and or milligram loss in temperature above certain temperatures, and so
Oh, you're talking about the process.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
actual process of transfer
Yeah, 'cause-
from medical.
Yeah,
'cause you got lab tests and all this, and so yeah, that was a little. I think.
So yeah, he's saying basically, right? Like we didn't have to no guidelines before, right? Like we were just running and gunning, and
trap
if we-
before, I guess.
yeah, and if we thought, you know, this was 100 milligrams, we rolled with
Right,
it
that's
being
what you said it
100
was.
milligrams.
Yeah.
I mean, because you know, we don't know,
And
right?
sometimes it wasn't, sometimes it was.
I mean,
you know what I mean? But it was always for the better.
It was,
you know what I mean?
yeah, like it got you down the road.
Never
You know what
under,
I
it
mean?
was always over. Baby.
But yeah, certainly now we have to, you know, everything is measured twice and cut, you know,
Yeah.
you know, once, and the lab is definitely a big part of everything we do. But also too, I mean, like, dude, it was tough to, like I was telling you guys pre-pro, you know, we came to a landlord and you're basically saying like, yo, I need a restaurant. It's not going to be open for the public,
Yeah.
and we're going to cook weed all damn day.
yeah.
Like, you're cool with that, right? And like, surprisingly, nobody was cool with that.
Shocker.
It took some convincing. It took some convincing. And I mean, like, even the city, you know, this was one of the first time, you know, the DC issued a bunch of new licenses, right?
Yeah.
Manufacturing type 1, which is we fell into. Manufacturing type 2, which is like DC extracts, if you want to make concentrates, something like that. New cultivation licenses, new retail sales licenses, and then internet retail sales licenses.
Okay.
A bunch of new licenses, and I mean, if you're first at the finish line, they kind of didn't know what to do with you. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying it was new for everybody, and I think that was like a learning experience for everyone on both sides.
On both ends of it.
Both sides. I mean, the thing is, dude, it's not a cheap city to do anything,
Oh,
right?
hell no.
And so
No.
you're trying to, dude, you're trying to open something up, and it's just like everybody's got a handout or in your pocket already.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
If it's a Nick bag in the park, I
Exactly.
want it.
Yeah.
city is mine now.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
with all the
but-
shows, everybody thinks everybody's Pablo Escobar selling drugs out here. You know, it's like nah.
I mean,
You're just selling delicious little treats.
Yeah, you know what I
brownies,
mean,
right?
dude.
You know, and it's just like, be careful with these delicious little
Yeah,
treats.
yeah.
As you might have to
Real
sit here all
dessert
day.
is all I think it is.
That,
Real
exactly,
dessert.
right? Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? You guys got this fool eating desserts. He's not a dessert kind of guy.
No,
He
no.
likes
Yeah.
chicken
Chicken.
and chicken
Yeah.
Meat only.
Chicken.
Yeah.
and pink fox
And
almonds.
now edibles. You know?
I never liked brownies
On the list,
before.
trying things new, right?
I don't know what you put in this shit, but this man, when there was a brief period of time where he was itching for your edibles, and probably came on to y'all a bit strong, like that needy bitch that you're just like, oh my god, she's
Listen.
calling me again. He was on a hunt, and he just like every weekend he'd be like, still haven't heard from Pink Fox, man. Like my heart broke for him.
He's
You
about
can't
to
do
be
that
like-
to your users.
He's about to be like our white Power Ranger, the only other guy with a chef's jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not in every episode, but he comes around. You know what I mean? And
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
he definitely fucks shit up when he comes through it too.
Hey, that bitch will be on the gram every time I cook. they might smell the food through the goddamn phone.
So, with the lab being involved with stuff, like, how's y'all's turnaround with that? Because, you know, you got to prepare the batch, right?
Yep,
and then
yep.
you got to let the set till the lab tells you, okay, it's cool to do?
Well,
Like, or cool to send out, or, you know, how's that work?
I think we would both say we really like the lab guys a lot. They're really good people. This is the first time DC's had an independent lab that, you know,
Yeah.
it's been, you know, if you follow DC Cannabis, this has been a hotly contested issue because you used to self-report. You would be
Yeah.
like, oh, yo, these brownies, these are 20 on the dot. You know what I mean? Like, don't even worry about it. Now we all have to send it out to someone who is independent, does the thing themselves.
Gotcha.
So do you even try? Are you like, we're just going to make some shit and they'll tell us how much is on it? Or are you like, we have to be at 20 on these?
Nah, man, we're
No,
trying real hard.
I'm pretty strict on myself, just because you know, I like to, if it's got our name on it, we want
You wanna know what it is.
I mean, we're representing as a top product, you know,
Yeah.
product, like we want to be quality out of, you know, over.
He
quantity,
drives me
so.
crazy, and I mean we love each other, but he'll drive me crazy because like we'll say the industry average. Like if we went to Nevada, we went to Vegas and got some edibles, you know, and some Stizzy gummies. I'm not talking shit; they're great gummies.
Sure.
But they get a 15% standard deviation.
Huh.
This guy does 10%.
Just because I don't want it. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
A milligram's not going to change your high too much to where like you see something, but a couple of milligrams, you're gonna either not going to be satisfied, you're going to be overly satisfied, you
Or
know?
it's going to turn you off.
Yeah, so it's you know, if you're gonna get something, you get what you pay for, right?
Well, you guys are pretty consistent. I know that like the cookies that I've seen look uniform.
Oh, dude.
And that's very like,
dude.
that's like another level
Everything's definitely uniform.
of professional.
Oh,
Well-
dude, I mean, I can do it in my sleep now. Man. Hours of just.
You know, luckily for us, you know, when DC was doing this transition and we were trying to think about how we would fit in, where we would fit in type of thing, you know, and you guys know this, we had been making our own edibles from the jump. Were they exactly uniform? No, we would cut brownies, you know, the way we would cut them. We had a uniformity to it, but they weren't uniform, right? And now when, you know, we talk about lab testing, I mean, you're paying $300 for a batch to get tested. It's so important.
So
it's
per
so
batch.
important. It's the same.
you got-
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you know.
product too. We waste product and money and time, and if you,
dude.
it's not like you're just making shit and like.
No, I mean,
No.
You know what I mean?
when you send to the lab, every batch is 300 every
Well-
pop for the batch, per batch. you
Exactly.
send.
So you're trying to, again, you're not making a tray of brownies.
Yeah.
Now. We make 12 tray. You know what I'm saying? Like 40. You know.
No, 22.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Exponential numbers, and And then, again, the trick isn't making it once. It's making it so that when dude comes from the lab and he's doing his random sampling, because that's how it'll work.
Yeah.
We present all, let's say we made 2,500 brownies. We got to present all 2,500 at once.
Okay, and then he just gone, man, you know what?
And he blesses 10 to take with him.
I'm going to take
And as long as
four in
they're
the
up to
back.
par, you're good.
Yeah, as long as when he does the magic he does on his end, he'll, from what I understand, he'll, take those 10 and start to test not each one of them, but he'll test 3 of the 10, and if it's uniform, I think that we all make the assumption, based on statistics, like a random sampling, oh, this is uniform, this is homogenous, as we like to say. If it's not, then, phone calls happen and more testing.
So do you have like your brownie batter in like some kind of like industrialized machine that's spinning at a high temperature?
Right here,
like
baby.
real quick.
right there.
That's, so it's just literally
Oh, dude, yeah.
The Bolivian brawn right there.
And my peoples call it chuño.
There we go. Yeah.
I put the proper chuño on it.
Chuño.
Everything
I
is
eat it
fine.
every morning,
I mean, because
That's
again,
my
too,
spinach.
everything we did in the former life was just smaller in scale.
Yeah.
So the KitchenAids worked for us, right? Like those, we didn't need, the industrial mixer the way we do now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's all part of the process. It's all, as revenue builds, we'll add some tools to the kitchen.
The little bits by little bits.
Yeah, I mean, when we got in this motherfucker, there was so much diner shit. We had waffle makers and griddles and all sorts of diner stuff. So we put the double convections in.
Hurt to get rid of the fryer for sure.
Yeah, it was hard to get rid of the fryer.
Yeah, there's a couple things I would want about a diner.
dude.
I'd be like, bro, can we keep the diner and make edibles
Listen.
around it?
Yeah.
The true story. I was telling you guys we had some security issues when we first came in here for different reasons, but we were all sitting in here working, and it was like a highlights magazine. I was like, yo. What's fucking missing from this picture?
Yeah.
There used to be just the largest deli slicer, and it took us literally 8 hours to be
To realize you've been robbed.
Not only wrong.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, me and Josh were like, because we were super excited about that thing since we moved in. We were like, we're gonna clean that up real nice and
For what reason, I have
start
no idea,
roasting
but
shit in
yeah,
this bitch.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be
right
deli
there,
slicing my
like,
turkey, man.
Well, we talked about doing infused beef jerky.
Oh, yo, that'd be fire.
But
That would be amazing.
the problem is DOH gets a little hairball when you've got meats and you know what I mean. So
yeah.
it was already one thing trying to convince them, let us do the baked goods and and this isn't, I don't think, us talking out of turn. We just have not seen a lot of baked goods in the marketplace, right?
Yeah.
Like even when I went to Planet 13 in Vegas, which I loved, I had a great time. It's 99% gummies, 1% chocolate. You know what I mean? Like it really is.
And I never liked any of the chocolates I tried out there. They all gave me gas. All the chocolates made me farty as fucking uncomfortable. I was like,
That's going to the lexicon.
before I flew back from Vegas, I ate all of my chocolate edibles because I was like, fuck it. And I got to the airport, and that was after this was after like a pretty major surgery. So I literally had a wheelchair, and I got out of the wheelchair and walked into the bathroom and sat down, and literally was just I mean, it was.
At least it wasn't on the plane.
It was serious. Like it was like it just farted and farted and farted. It was like a really bad news, man.
People were like this high ass smelly gimp over here.
I'm telling you, I literally sat down and farted for like 30 seconds and didn't even poop and was like,
Jesus
all
Christ,
right,
Mason.
I feel ready to get on an airplane
That's
now.
a really weird phenomenon, though. I mean,
But every time
you
I
heard
fuck
that
with those
before?
it happened to
chocolates,
my friend.
Really?
yeah, every time I fuck with the chocolates, it made me gassy. But I could eat the gummy stuff. I was getting the Cushy Punches in California,
Yeah.
and those were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But they've apparently they were flexing on their own laws and doing things a little sketchy, and apparently is what I had heard. They've they don't make them anymore, or the TKOs aren't available. They were 200 milligrams in an inch square gummy, and it was fucking awesome.
Dude, you could do it. We can't do it, unfortunately.
What about
but-
the Rolos? I remember the Rolos.
Yeah,
you
we
guys
still
had.
do Rolos.
Okay.
No, I mean as far as milligram wise,
Okay.
because it's probably it's very easy to do 200, but unfortunately, due to the rules of DC, we're only allowed to go up to 20 milligrams
Per
a
serving.
unit, and
Per
then
serving.
per serving, and
Yeah.
then up to 200 on the full bag. You know, so it's,
Okay.
Like,
Gotcha.
Okay.
if we
back in the
exceed that, if we were to exceed those two like thresholds, the only people that would be allowed to buy it would be out of state medical patients, or you would have had to go to a doctor. So it's possible, right? But
Well, like there's markets you could move those, but
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have access to those markets.
well, and I don't think that there's a lot of people in those marketplaces because, again, DC is trying its hardest to be de facto recreational and saying, like, oh, Mason, you want a card? Boom, just click the box.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
Mike, you want a card?
Yeah.
Just click the box.
Yeah.
If you want a 200 milligram gummy per gummy, that means that you guys had to go to your doctor.
And the doctor said, "Bro, you need more. You need
Yeah,
problem
you're
medical."
all fucked
bro.
up
You're
and
fucked
shit.
up.
Yeah.
So it's for like cancer patients.
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
you're like things are going
Yeah,
not great.
pretty, maybe end of care. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, like that was the thing. I had
You
a
don't
major
qualify.
surgery, so I was eating
I
200
qualify
don't
for it.
qualify,
Hey,
Dave.
look. I give me
You
look.
don't qualify.
I don't need about
You ain't
26
gotta
minutes to talk to normal people, and then he gonna be like, "Nah, this motherfucker needs to be on drugs." And if all he's talking about is weed, we gonna give him all the milligram he need, bro.
I don't think it's that simple.
It will be.
I was
A
gonna
conversation
say, you
with
think-
me will be.
You think you need 26 minutes?
He needs 26 minutes to
That's
convince
shadow
a
of the doubt,
doctor.
man. I probably need about 3.5. I go in there telling him this part hurt for no reason just
Dog,
because I showed up.
We just
you know
play
what
you
I mean?
a couple of episodes of the show for him. You just be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, here's a 3-minute clip from 4 weeks ago."
I've obviously had full body pain on this show throughout it. You know what I mean? Mental health issues, we already know that's, you know, I guess a thing.
That's like you got childhood trauma though. It's just more with your shit.
Trauma on the
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
See, all the things already right
Definitely
there.
got
You know
some
what I mean?
trauma.
Do you guys know why they call him the Jew?
Oh Lord.
Because when he was growing up, he was basically grounded 24/7, and his dad, like all his friends, would call his dad Hitler.
Nah.
We didn't call it.
Nah, we didn't call him
They
Hitler.
called him Nas.
Nah.
Nas, yeah, but
my
the
God,
commenter would
that's
know
incredible.
Nas was Hitler, but
That's incredible.
yeah. So for the longest time, I didn't understand it. I thought he like had some Jewish in him or something.
1%.
He's got
1%.
1%.
1%.
Ancestry.com said I got 1%.
Did you do Ancestry?
One of my family members did. I didn't do it.
And they saw 1% Jew.
1%. I'd like to do it just for shits and giggles. You know what I mean?
I did 23andMe.
I think I got everything. I think I got everything but Puerto Rican.
Shit, I did. I had the 23andMe, but I did the African American Ancestry.com joint.
Okay.
So there's a separate joint that it's its own joint where you know those of you that are of African American descent. They take your shit and you basically it goes back to like you know where your tribe and where you basically
No
kind of
shit.
from. Yeah. So I found out that the tribe that my ancestors were from is called the Yensi tribe of out in the fucking Sahara. You know what I mean?
That's so great. So mine came back. I was 48, like 52, almost like a dead even split. And it was European and North African.
Oh, there you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, I got 29% European in me. Yeah, I mean that's where a little bit of light skin comes from. The lighter skin, you know. But I also know that that's also from my. She would have been my great grandmother was a white woman.
Okay.
My great grandmother was a white woman. So she liked the black dick.
She like that big deal.
She jumped on one of them motherfucking stallions out there. That man Dango.
The stallion.
That man Dango hit her.
That man got some of that deal.
She went to the game that night.
Yeah.
You gotta talk to that man.
So good.
I gotta have a conversation with
That's
him.
a man's right
That
there.
is a man right there. Look at that thing.
Scholarship.
Look at that deal.
That's awesome. Good for her, man.
Now, back to y'all guys. The turnaround. So how?
Enough on black dick.
Look at that deal.
No, listen, we'll find our way back. We're gonna find our way back.
Oh, that's for
72
sure.
hours.
So all right,
72 hours
that's
minimum.
That's
Like,
not too bad, I guess.
Which is really cool, dude. We never had it before. We were making so many edibles, and now we get this certificate of authenticity that basically says that dick is black and no. That says it gives us pathogens. It gives us a mold result. It gives us
I think anything that's not good for you.
Well, it gives us all
huge
these
list of
counts,
anything
which
that's
is
in it.
really cool.
Yeah, they break it
and
down
then
real good.
it gives us the exact to the milligram amount.
Oh shit! So
like,
that
you
boom,
know,
it's ready to ship. But
oh
here you
dude,
go.
I'm telling you,
Well,
and
they
like
post it too on public, so it's not like we can lie about it or anything. You can actually go on.
if you're a store owner, yeah.
Oh yeah, and check.
I didn't know that.
Well, the store owner, my bad.
Yeah.
I guess the store
Oh, okay,
owner,
it's-
but
yeah,
they can
y'all.
make sure that our stuff is always on point.
Yeah, like if you were like, oh, customer X said, you know, I mean, these didn't really hit,
Yeah.
and you were like, oh, let me see if they're right or if Pink Fox is on something, you know what I mean? And there it is right there. And what's really good for us too, you know, as Drew will tell you, we got items like Red Rocks, which is our own Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and we usually just do that by weight.
Okay.
You know, because we're making a bag of cereal essentially.
Yeah.
And you know, each piece has always come out to like 1.5, 2 milligrams. We'll give you about 115 grams in your bag.
Yeah, they're my favorites. Them right there, yeah.
Yeah, you can knock down a fair amount of those in a short amount of time.
Oh, dude.
Nah, dude, I used to love eating them with like milk just in the mornings, start my day. You know what I mean?
I just like eating them in general. It don't
People
matter.
are like,
you
how do
know?
you get into it so much that you actually start a business out of it? And you're like, well, I get up and I have it with milk for cereal in the morning.
Straight up, that's my monster. You know what I mean? That's my coffee.
It's like that Bosley guy. I don't just own the company. I use it.
Yeah.
When I don't start my morning, I feel like a newborn baby. Like I gotta learn how to walk. I'm tripping. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like dumb.
That's what we call dependency.
Yeah. It's like, what kind of matrix is this?
Well, you're a good test mule then.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
like, man, these I'm telling you, they
Yeah.
taste right.
If they hit,
Yeah.
they hit, man. That's it.
So crazy.
I'm simple.
Simple Jack.
Either they hit or they don't. You know.
So how many shops are y'all out here, or medical dispensaries are y'all out here in DC? Or you know?
I think DC's got something like, I'd say probably in the neighborhood of 20 right now.
Something like that. Yeah.
And the end of the month is going to be pretty significant. Like the end of the month is you know, a deadline for a lot of people. I think 33 licenses expire on April 1st.
And that was from the I-71 stuff,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So if you were
yeah.
transitioning and you wanted to get a spot open, you have to be open by April 1st. And it's not
wow.
even like you can be like, oh, I'm like ready to open. As far as we understand it, they're telling people you got to be like shit on the shelves,
For
open
decent.
for
Yeah.
business. Yeah. You got to be able to see a customer
Wow.
or they're going to push you out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
they've
a
been
lot of
cracking
that.
down on a lot of that I-71 stuff.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
world
like,
changed and the world has bucked back.
Yeah.
listen, you know, I'm, you know, it's funny. I mean, like, I'm sure it sounds a little hypocritical, but we're on the other side of the looking glass now, and
But that was your goal.
yeah, well, and
Yeah.
also too, like, I'm big on like if you want to do cannabis right in DC, this is just the way we got to do it right now. Hopefully things do change, but this is the way the cookie crumbles. And also too, you know, if he and if our team can do it, any team can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there aren't barriers, and I'm not saying it's cheap. I'm
Or
just
easy.
or easy, but I'm just saying it's achievable.
Yeah.
Like,
We're
it's
also a
achievable.
couple goofballs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's achievable.
Pioneers. You were pioneers of your time. Though. That's good. Yeah.
No, it's awesome.
Because,
Dude, it's
yeah,
a good
you-
feeling seeing the growth and everything. So.
Because you guys are going through the growing spurts, and then you got the lab and everything else going through its growing spurts too. So it's all like everybody here is like, all right, we're all learning this shit.
Exactly.
So then, by the time you actually get through that process, the next comer up shouldn't have as difficult a time to get into it.
It's funny you say that because when we started, you know, it took us 6 months from the date we got the lease signed for the kitchen to open the kitchen.
Okay.
And during that 6 months, we worked pretty closely with the lab because, you know, they were new to testing edibles and we were new to being tested. So we did a bunch of test runs.
Just say
Alright,
you're probably
yeah.
doing batch after batch after
dude.
batch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see,
just
hey,
to
what
see
are we
where
looking
the
like?
numbers at.
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, even just like finding like the right mold for what we want.
Yeah.
Like everything we had to
Finding the
like
right scoop.
because we're not making big chunks no more of like brownies. You know, what I mean? We had to be an exact gram weight.
Well, right, those coming out of like a cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that you
Yeah.
have. So
Old
you've
school.
got like to find the right cup, and then you
Yeah.
got to find the right measurement to put into the
Yeah.
cup.
Well,
so
and
that
then also too, how like all that, how do
much
I make that
ingredient-
cost effective now?
Yeah.
Right.
How
You
much
know what I mean?
ingredients.
Like if I go go on, you know, Baker's website, bullshit.com, and like they got dope ass trays that make the right size brownie, but it's $100 a tray. I'm like, oh man, like,
or it's a pain in the ass to deal with the tray.
like 100%.
And you're like, I can't get this stuff out of here in a timely
100%.
manner. I can put 100 in, but I can't get them out quick.
I mean,
or whatever.
A great
That's how we
example of
lost,
that
yeah.
is the gummies. When we were trying to figure out bigger squeeze bottles.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, you know what we're gonna buy? We're gonna buy that shit from the salad bars that you get the salad dressing out of.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
Quick squeezes, right? Quick squeezes. The gummies are so hot, they
melt
pressurize that squeeze. No, they pressurize it, and it fucking bukakis the molds. You know what I mean? It's-
Bukkake.
Yeah, no, that's a
big ass
thing.
mess.
I've made a lot of gummies in the last couple of years, and I've been using like a metal turkey baster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that works pretty good, but like it definitely has that bukkake.
Yeah.
If you're not like the first squirt is like out of control,
Yeah.
and then you got to be like, all right, let's calm down now.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
100%. So now we're using ketchup and mustard bottles.
Okay.
smart.
Not
But
actual.
the good
but-
ones, the
yeah.
good ones. They had the big like the big industrial
They're
ones.
not yellow and red.
Well, you have
Not that shit from Applebee's.
You have
That's
to
what I'm
drink
talking about.
gallons of ketchup to get the bottle empty, then fill it with gummy.
Damn.
No, but I mean, like, you know, before we could get everything at Costco, now we get everything at Restaurant Depot.
Yeah.
Everything's a little different. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just a bigger scale. You're just going bigger scale.
It really
That's all it
is.
is.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is you're building brand recognition too.
Hopefully that's, I mean, you know, it's one of those things that's a little bizarre. Obviously we were in the I-71 marketplace, and obviously, as you guys know, we were big participants in stuff like National Cannabis Fest and different things around the city. And then, you know, we've always had a pretty strict interpretation of the law, just because we don't got money to be spending on cases. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
So, when we close, you know, you disappear from the marketplace for a second.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you realize, looking around, like, oh shit, we might not have had to disappear that quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we maybe could have.
But you
Made a
guys
couple more bucks.
having like the plan and the foresight and the intent of like becoming a legal company, you're playing it a lot safer than a lot of these other I-71 guys were. You're
That's also true.
But you're also the only ones that we've ever met really that were like openly like, yes, we are doing this and we are trying to do it in a legal manner, and we're trying to do it with the intent of becoming a legal business one day. Because like I think we've had you on at least a couple of different times.
Yeah.
And every time you've come on, it's been like we've gone to a next level, but it's always been that intent of like, we're still trying to get to another level.
Yeah, this is where we want to go.
Whereas a lot of these guys were just like, man, the sun is shining, we're making head.
We're just making money right
Which
now.
is cool, right? Like, no hate on that, but I mean, there's gonna be an age, and it's like so funny, I guess, because I'm old as shit now. But there's like a time that comes where you're like, okay, flipping eighths ain't it forever, right?
Yeah,
like,
right,
I gotta do something to like. You know, whether you know someone like the big evil brother comes in and buys you out and makes you rich, like whatever the case may be, like either that or you become a mom and pop that like takes care of like your community for years, like a Ben's Chili Bowl. You know, I think that it becomes a choice that you have to make, where it's like I'm gonna look at this like a career, or I'm gonna look like at a job. Right? Like it's
There you
either a
go, yeah.
career or a job.
Yeah,
you know?
that's fair enough. I
And-
like
That's
that
insightful.
analogy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a real good one.
And for
right there,
us,
yeah.
it's a career. It was always a career. He knew it way before I did. He was in middle school starting that career.
They did. But yeah, we're legal now, baby.
For sure.
That's all that matters.
For sure.
Yeah, money's in the bank.
No, not
Not yet,
really, but-
not yet, but it will be.
That's the goal. You
Money
right.
is
You
destined
see,
to
you
be
see
in the
where it's
bank.
going. Yeah.
I mean,
No,
that's,
but it's
that's
good.
the joke too, right? Like, how does Nike win the war? How does McDonald's win the war? That fucking logo is everywhere, man.
Yeah.
And it's fresh. Like, those logos are fresh. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like,
And they're always fresh.
exactly. Dude.
They don't get stale. They're actually like McDonald's food. If you leave it out, it just stays
Just
the
stays,
same.
yeah. Yeah.
The logos are like their food.
See, and y'all's
Who
logo is
designed?
known.
Who designed y'all?
I drew that. I drew that.
You did?
Yeah, I've done like all the art. I pretty much say, yeah. Like that new
Perfect.
shirt. Yeah, I did that new shirt that
I know,
you're
I
wearing.
love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's our
I'm like the mascot.
artist.
Yeah, sometimes.
CEO
Sometimes.
artist / artist, right? I mean, he's done all the designs, right? Right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Nope,
I mean,
nope.
dude, yeah.
So
Not
you're the
some-
man
not
that's
sometimes.
basically in the kitchen with it, though.
Oh, dude, yeah. I've
Yeah.
So this is the mad scientist.
Yeah.
He's the vice president of production
I mean-
now, yeah.
been, I make the figure looking good.
You make the fingers worth licking.
Yeah, dude. Nah, yeah. I mean, I'm
I
constantly-
mean, before he's had a couple different hats here because
Yeah.
you've been what? If we've been open 10 years this July, you've been with us for 8,
probably
7 or
no,
8.
probably no. I mean, I came on 2016, I think. Probably.
Yeah,
been
that's
here
like
9?
damn near
Yeah,
9 years.
All right, yeah.
If not,
See, there you
9,
go.
Yeah.
You were such a baby.
Yeah,
when you
I
got-
think I was
yeah.
freshly 21 when I started. Yeah.
Well, and you started
gosh.
part time,
Yeah.
and now he's an owner.
Well, the way I
Fuck yeah.
the way I met
There
him,
you go.
it was pretty crazy. We met like through an acquaintance, a friend, and then because I was
We
doing
were-
pop-ups back then.
We were working out of Kelly's house.
Yeah, at Kelly's basement, and I remember we were just trapping out of that basement. Like it was funny because you'd walk up, it's like really nice neighborhood in DC, and then you see this one house with smoke coming out of it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, there's weed. It's like, yep, that's
Well,
that's
and like
the
8
spot.
gorillas down there.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
fi- 500 square feet.
You open the
know what
door
I
and
mean?
it's just
It
a
was
cloud,
disgusting.
you know? Fucking
Humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Humble beginnings.
And she was the best for letting us start in the
Oh,
house
yeah.
and start like take over her whole basement, and then she got a letter from the HOA that said you've got a bunch of gorillas running around the neighborhood, like you can't do this, and which is how we ended up on 14th Street. But I mean, yeah, if it wasn't for Kelly, neither of us would be here right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
So
no doubt. She definitely laid the foundation.
Well, bravo to Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. She's a real hero. He's right there. That's your corner right there.
Yeah.
Keo's Diner right there.
Right on.
Yeah.
So now, with y'all being in this field now, like, is this the level of comfort you would like to have with it? Like, you know, all right, we're good, or you want?
Man, that's such a good
what's
question.
what's the outcome now? Like, all right, what you looking at now?
Yeah, what's the next level? We
I
can have
think-
2 diners?
I think we'll probably have 2 different answers, right? And like that's probably because one, we're 2 different people, but
Yeah.
but we approach it 2 different ways too. Like for me, no, I'm not comfortable or satisfied or happy, and I want it all. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
in my
yeah.
heart of hearts, like yeah, I mean, I think that any salesman would lie to you if they said they didn't want. And this would be a negative term if they didn't want a monopoly, right?
Well,
Like
yeah,
if they
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want, I just, and it's not like I want to box people out. I want to have the best, right? I want to be the MJ.
You want to be the one
Yeah,
there.
I want to be the one.
Like Blue Magic. When you see
Yes,
Pete Fox,
exactly, right?
It's a
Yeah.
name brand.
I
wanna
want
be
Jay-Z
like
to
the
rap
name
about
brand.
it,
Yeah.
right?
You want to be like
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, and people are going to be
Exactly.
like, well, I could get this RC, but I think I'm going to get this Coca-Cola.
1,000,000%. That's and
You don't want
I
RC
see
to
that,
not
I see
exist.
that.
You're just
Yeah.
like, no, we're Coke, man. You got to get this.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get the real
Straight
thing.
up.
Exactly. So, I mean, I think franchising would be cool. I think that
Oh, hell's yeah, dude.
all that
Oh,
kind
man,
of stuff,
yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, technically, you could franchise to other states.
100%,
Somebody
yeah.
wanted to go there and use your recipes, and use your
100%,
methodologies, and all that
Yeah,
shit.
and then we give them
Like-
a logo, get a license,
Yeah.
fee, that type of thing. I mean, again, we are really proud of the shit we're putting out in a sense of we do savory items. We've got
Yeah.
Cheez-Its available. We're working on a jalapeno Cheez-It.
Hell
We're
yeah.
working on a bacon Cheez-It. I don't think we can. It's not a secret. The newest item is sitting right beside Alex. That's our water soluble. We're calling it Quick Fix powder.
Oh shit! Y'all heard first here on
Yeah.
the Basement
So,
French
so
Show,
we
ladies
put in
and
the
gentlemen.
quick
Yeah,
fix
in a
in
couple
just the
weeks.
water, and you just shake it up and drink
Dude, you
it.
could shake it up in water. You could shake it up in your Coke. Alex does it in margaritas because he's an animal.
So I can put it in with my whiskey shot if I
Dude, you
want.
can put it in. You put it in your hummus. You put it in your salsa,
Bro.
and it's
tasteless?
Tasteless.
Yo.
Tasteless.
Well, I'm gonna need about a half a pound of that just to get started. You know what I
what you
mean?
can put it on? You know what you can
Everything,
put it on?
everything.
Chicken.
Yeah, everything. Sounds like everything.
That's
He's
going
just
in
gonna
his
have a
batter.
shaker of it. Like,
Chicken.
Let's see. Chicken, Jello, steak, pork,
Shrimp
soup,
gumbo, shrimp salad.
Eddie Noodle,
Shrimp cocktail.
Eddie Noodle recipe, rice
He
recipe.
gonna wake up and you know what? I don't need to put it on that.
my hand, just my hand. You know what I mean?
Little key bumps.
Just being there grooming myself. You know what I
was
mean?
the
With
things
it.
back in the day? The dipping sticks.
Oh yeah, the fun dip.
Yeah,
Just fun dip it. Yeah, I'll just have a bag where I can just fun dip it. Just
Jesus, Jew.
If we get a compression, I imagine if we get a compression mold, we can make the fun dip stick out of that powder.
Oh, see, that's what's up right there. There you go. Look, you done
Smart.
fucked him up. You done fucked the Jew's mind is blown right there.
Whatever.
You saw it explode right there.
It don't matter. Whatever. I try it all.
You remember those candy cigarettes?
Yeah, you need a
Just
guinea
make
pig.
a candy joint.
Yeah,
out of
that's-
that powder.
Oh, that'd be tight.
Candy J's,
Yeah,
man.
Candy
That sounds,
J's.
oh my God.
That
They're
sounds
not
delicious.
for kids.
Yep. Candy J's.
Yeah. I love that sort of thing where it's like, this isn't something for children. And
No.
you're like, yes, it's not. You know what I mean? They're like gummy dicks, and they're like, these aren't for children. And you're like, really? They're like,
Yeah.
10
You want kids to
milligram
walk
gummy
around with a
dicks,
gummy dick?
And I'm not supposed to give them to children?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom, what is this?
You know.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Where'd you get these gummy
Dick
dicks?
gummies?
Yeah, you got gummy dicks.
Women would love a dick gummy.
Oh, they make them, bro.
All you do is you just put a little head. You can put a head on the snakes.
They already
You know
did
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
Remember when we was at the sex po and they had the dick lollipop?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
And bitches was tearing them motherfuckers up.
lollipop at the sex po for him.
You know, because you go to the sex shop, right? And they got that like bachelorette section. Bro, they had like dick pasta the last time I was there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to host a dinner party, you just have some.
Throw
dicks.
that against the wall. See if it's there. Ah,
Does
Look,
this
that-
stick
Got
to the refrigerator?
That could be like a new business venture for you, like THC infused edible undies.
Well, so we
And
did.
pasta.
oh shit.
Now, to your point, we did talk about making pasta here because we got the dehydrator, and you just make some noodles, right? Dehydrate them, ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, we did talk about some dry pasta
And
packs.
shouldn't that theoretically
All right,
last
now
a
here we
long
go.
time?
But you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Alex
It's going to last a long
100%,
time.
yeah.
Alex just mixed one
You
up.
could use as much as you want, but see, it's fully dissolved. I mean, you can put this in like wok or whatever you want.
Yep.
I mean, you can.
You
put this
can't
in
taste it.
Margarita. No, well, there's a slight taste of coconut because it has MCT.
Oh my God, I
Oh
love
man, bro,
coconut.
there you go.
It's just a hint of MCT flavor of coconut oil
Okay.
because of the MCT oil. But what's nice is our bodies metabolize MCT
Yeah.
oil faster,
Yep.
and so yeah.
That's what I used in the gummies I would make.
There you go.
Immediately,
Yeah.
like pretty much processed. So it's
That's what we
call
use
it
in ours,
quick
pretty
fix.
much. Yeah.
So it
There
hits
you
you,
go.
it hits you faster than the conventional 45 minutes to an hour edible
Yeah.
that you have to wait for.
Mike.
Oh, you're looking at like a 20, 25, or sometimes even 15.
I mean, if you're taking it with food,
Yeah.
if you're taking it with like a burger or something like that, yeah, you're looking at 15-minute activation time.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I was already high, but I'm high as shit.
And you call it quick fix.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling it.
That's
Pink
what I'm
Fox
talking.
Quick
Pink
Fix. Yeah.
Fox quick fix.
The quick fix.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
Level
you
up
get them
on
in
these
them little
hoes.
packets. You get them in the little tiny packets. And just
Yeah,
drop
I
them
mean,
in.
We
your
just
little-
signed a pretty
I
exclusive.
mean, it's kind of yeah.
We signed a pretty exclusive celebrity endorsement deal with the Jew. He's
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, that's like, what is it, Crystal Light? You got little
Oh,
Crystal
yeah.
Light
Oh,
packets and
yeah,
just throw in your
yeah.
water.
Look, he's gonna put it. He's gonna put it
100%
as
like
milk.
that. We've got
cereal.
our packets are silver. They're 2-gram packets, 10 milligrams per packet.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
trying to
So
tell.
I might have to try a little squirt of that here in
Yeah.
a minute. You know what I mean? I got just enough in
You
here.
can share my water, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, you got water?
I do.
Nah.
He don't drink. See, he don't drink.
Nah, if you
water.
put some.
Now he does. See,
Yeah,
yeah.
Pink Fox is changing this man's life.
Yeah, I
you
drink.
are.
All the way
I drink
from-
THC water. I think maybe.
Now
but
that
I
now that
can't-
he gets so high with the food edibles, he has to drink water. He's like, man, I'm actually dehydrated. I know this has got to be
It's gonna be ginger
dehydrated.
ale. It's gonna be Captain and Ginger's.
Yeah,
What
put
are you drinking?
Does this go in liquor good? Can I put it in ice cubes that I plan to
Yeah.
put into
dude.
liquor?
He's been Pink Fox turned out like Pink. Y'all turned him.
He's working in the
fuck
kitchen
out.
now, yeah.
Dude, he has literally been speaking of your food products
Man,
on the podcast
out of
for
here. That's-
months and months now.
Not even months.
Well, like, I don't know.
Fuck,
You
ever
said,
since that time he
Seriously.
ate the fucking what was it, the marshmallow thing? I think we picked up from the.
well, we got something at the Cannabis
at the
Festival,
festival.
and he was like, man, I
And
need
he
to get
fell
some
in
more of that
love in
Pink
that
Fox.
joint, man. Whatever
one
it
was
was.
that?
This was.
We were walking.
had to be
Oh, it was a Rice Krispie.
Oh, he had
Rice
Keto
Krispie,
bars.
yeah.
Oh, the Keto bars.
Yeah.
Nah, this was a long time ago,
This was
right?
years-
this was
years ago.
This was
Was it the blueberry lemon?
this had to be the first.
First time you went.
Yeah, which
So that was at least 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
That
He's
wasn't
like
Red Man, right?
Mike and I walked through one year and ran into you, I think, at the
Yep,
Cannabis
yep,
Festival.
yep.
And then the next year we were coming through and the Jew was there, and he was
Yeah.
all hitting up all your everything. And so then he's walking away, and then the whole time
Was
from
it
then
the Red
on,
Man? Was
From
it-
then on, yeah.
Meth and Red
that was-
Man?
that
I think it was the Meth and Red Man
Yep,
year.
that was that year.
Okay, so that was the year. Then it was in August because
Yep.
it was the reschedule.
It was the
from COVID.
reschedule
Yeah.
for COVID.
Yeah.
And fucking y'all gave him a joint, and he ate that bitch. He said, "Oh my god, this is good. Yeah, this is delicious."
But yeah,
then
they-
we walk away, and he's laying on the ground. Right.
Well, yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
"I didn't
that was
have to
it.
eat Fox. They got the,
That was it, 'cause
they
we
got
went-
the ones I want."
We went and we met Safita from the Cannabis
Yep. The National Cannabis
Party,
Party.
and she was like Redman's sister.
Uh-huh.
And so we had Redman on the show after that,
Yep.
which was cool. But
Yeah.
like we met them while the Jew was like sleeping on the grass next to
Yes.
us.
I was just rested,
Mike
all
and
right,
I was
on
all
the
right.
grass. The grass was comfortable. It was hot. It was hot out that
Oh, dude,
motherfucker,
it was
right? It
so
was hot as
hot.
shit.
Yeah.
We
Well,
got
we-
the tent. We
we
under
got
the
some
tent.
shade.
No
Yeah.
seat. I'm like, well, I'm on the ground.
And we had never done it in August
Yeah.
before. It was
Yeah.
always in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be worse this year than July.
Yeah.
It's gonna be high as a
right
motherfucker
in the
about
middle
there.
of it, boy.
It is
I'm definitely
gonna
gonna
be
be laying on some grass.
It's gonna be a
somewhere.
I mean,
madhouse.
dude, last time, yeah, that was a problem, right? A lot of people were getting dehydrated and hitting up the emergency tents because they were
When
just.
we had it in the summer, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be because there ain't no shade around there. It's gonna be hot.
I think though, Caroline, who does National Cannabis Fest, pushed it. I mean, this is me speculating, because she's working on something big. She's working on. I mean, like, I'm not trying to talk out of
Yeah,
turn,
yeah,
so
yeah,
this
yeah.
is just alleged.
Speculation,
Yeah,
if you
this
will.
is speculation, but I'm
I
pretty
plead
sure
the
it's gonna
fifth.
it's
No.
gonna be like like open consumption. Like we're about to like get down
Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
Bro, I've been doing that every year though.
No, I know, but like
Like I've been doing that since the jump. I just been walking around.
For
like
sure.
literally, I turn my backpack around in front of me and I have like the joint, and I'm rolling it, and then I lick it, I light it, and I sit there and I smoke it.
No,
and I'm
for
like,
sure.
anybody want to hit this? And then I smoke some more of it. And like I've been doing that, like we back when Mike even smoked, we was doing that shit in the line.
that was the fuck-
there were signs in the line
signs,
that said
yeah.
no smoking.
No smoking.
No smoking.
Yeah, no, it was definitely
Fuck
smoking
that
in the
shit.
line.
No. I just mean to say, like, I think now it'll be sanctioned. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no qualms about it. Like, smoke,
Yeah,
light
because
up,
I remember
do it. Yeah.
the first year we went, this was pre-COVID shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
The dude that came through
Wait,
the
but
crowd.
who was a musical guest?
I don't even know. who
Action
that
Bronson.
was.
So,
Yeah,
Action
that was the first time we went.
Action Bronson, Ludacris. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I think we
Yeah.
went.
Yeah, because we left like 2 songs into Ludacris or something. Like that was
Yeah,
it.
we-
Yeah, we
'cause we
good.
didn't
We
make-
seen him. Let's
Bro,
go.
it's already a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're out there all
Yeah.
day
Oh, yeah.
from start to finish. And
Oh,
man, when we walked in the gate and we walked through and we got up in there with the crowd, this dude walked through dressed up as Jesus. He walks through.
I remember that guy.
And he,
actually.
and he had this
Yeah.
motherfucking joint that I shit you not had to be about like 2-3 foot. Yeah, my forearm
Yeah.
joint. And he's like, "Here, hit this," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then he walks off back into the crowd like, "Yo, you don't want this back? Just pass it to everybody."
Bread and fish for
You
everybody,
know what?
bro.
Jesus said to do this, and I tapped the dude that was next to me. He was like, "Hey, here, where'd it come from?" It was Jesus.
Like, no bullshit.
Here you go, man. Like, he came, dropped it off, and man, but it's been funny to see how even that part of things have changed so
dude.
much.
I
you
think
know?
we're going to see a big change too, because I mean, listen, I-71 was, a lifeline for the festival. It was
It
the
really
heart and
was,
blood
yeah,
of that
yeah,
festival.
Yeah.
And now it's, not gonna be. I mean, like, I don't know how else to say it other than like it just is not gonna be that way moving forward.
Well, which is really crazy because the way it's always been, as far as like what can be acquired,
Yeah.
and just
Oh,
rolling
sure.
through the whole place,
Dude, dab bars
like,
set up.
it's a nut
nuts.
house. It's a nut
Oh,
house.
dude, it was just a huge trap house, bro. Under
Yeah.
the tent.
You know what? Yeah, basically, yeah.
I mean, you know,
Open air trap.
Open,
bro.
yeah. Open air
dude,
trap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
I like
used to
that.
joke around about it. People would get tickets just to do the shopping.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
wouldn't even
uh-huh.
catch a musical guest.
Yep,
You know
yep.
what I mean? Like,
Well, because you get crazy nice deals. I tell you what, you get some great, amazing deals. There were
Yeah.
deals going around. You're like, those were like wholesale prices. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's,
Oh yeah.
That was the good thing.
Everybody
about
there
it,
was
but-
just trying to move everything.
Oh,
They
yeah.
didn't want to leave
To
with anything,
move, yeah.
and that was the thing you needed to know.
100%.
This guy drove here from Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not getting back in his car
Nope.
with anything.
He's
He's
gonna
driving
get rid
home
of all of it.
empty-handed with
Yeah.
cash money.
Like a weed flea
And I mean,
market.
Yeah.
the magic magic words were, all right, I'm gonna do a lap, maybe I'll come back, and then it's like, okay, the price is you know, what I mean? Sold.
Yeah, what
to
was
the
that you
man
wanted?
about to leave.
$15 less than I was trying to get.
That's right. Every hour, the whole market changed together.
It did.
Then it started raining, and people were like, "I'll sell you half what I got for $600."
Oh man, that rain one, yeah.
Yeah, rain. They were trying to clear out.
Oh, my
that was the
God.
hot
That's
hit.
the only one I've ever been to.
Was it really?
Yeah, the one that got rained
I think
out.
that year we gave out, what, 800 pre... Was that the year?
No, we gave out 800 pre-rolls for Action Bronson and Ludacris.
That's right. Yeah, that was the year. That was the year.
Because that was Kelly's last year.
Yeah,
That was Kelly's
that's
last
what we
year.
meant.
We
Y'all.
gave out for like a couple years. We gave out from when the good Thai 71 days.
Yeah.
We gave out 800 pre-rolls.
I mean, dude, when I think
was a
about how
heyday.
much we gave out, yeah, it's just like, because you know what I mean? Now you're like building up again. And you're like, God damn, I wish I would have sold at least one of those motherfuckers.
But see, it was also you guys were like, it's a good time, and we're just putting
dude, you
ourselves
got
out
it.
there.
You got it.
And
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
how we ended up finding you
Yeah.
guys. Was back then
You got
during
it.
all that was like,
Well, I recognized you guys from years earlier at a Black Cat event.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was the very first event
That-
we ever did, ever. That was
there you go.
before the
All right.
logo was even
Then
drawn.
I've known you from the jump.
Yeah, no, for real. When I went to the Black Cat event, that was before Alex was on the team. Kelly was she had another job, so she was at her other job being a professional. I went to the Black Cat with a moleskin notebook. I made the shittiest commercial on like iMovie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About like edibles and stuff like that. And it was basically like sign up, like put your email here if you want to know about edibles.
Yeah.
I sold half of my table to Rico from Phone Homie.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah,
Phone
yeah.
Homie,
Yeah.
Phone Homie had
Phone Homie.
so
Yeah.
much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rico had so much stuff. He was like,
Yeah.
"Dog, can I get half your table?" I was like, "Yeah, you might as well," because he saw me with a notebook and an iPad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
God, that's
phone
so
homie,
funny,
rest in
dude.
peace,
Yeah.
phone homie, man. Yeah.
He was the man. I mean, he is the man.
Yeah.
He's a good
Yeah,
dude.
he was a good dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, we knew him too.
He put a lot of people on. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Oh, he's definitely influenced the game.
Yo,
I mean,
hands down.
we might not even be face on video if it wasn't for what happened.
I was gonna say,
doing.
Yeah,
Dude, the
yeah,
Slab
absolutely.
Hour?
Yep.
Like the
Yep.
slab hour and all
Yeah.
this stuff. I was like, man, we don't do nothing
the
like what this
slab
dude is
hour,
doing.
man. Yeah, he
this
was
dude's
on it.
out of control.
Well, I mean-
he would take videos on Instagram and just be like, okay, blah.
Yeah.
I
He
was
put
just about
these
to
videos
say-
of himself coughing and drooling onto himself after taking dabs that were like psycho dabs.
The character of Phone Homie
Yeah.
is incredible. I
He
mean,
was
Yeah.
so amusing.
110% energy, no matter what. Like
Yep.
as soon as the
Sure
camera
enough
was
was.
on,
It was ready.
And I'm not
Live
saying he
action.
wasn't a genuine dude. He would be genuine as fuck when
Oh,
he was
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
But he knew how to entertain. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he had that pro wrestler energy.
yes.
He would just turn it on and be like, like
And
going to town.
His 10 at NCF2 was always fucking. I
Nuts.
mean, it was always nuts.
Yeah.
And as a guy that was at all the NCFs and knew Rico and stuff, I mean, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Rico was so funny to then see the 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Rico.
Yeah.
Because dude is all business. He's Kobe Bryant. And then once the people get there, it's like the showman.
Yeah, it
you
cuts
know what
off.
I mean? Like he's hilarious. He was hilarious.
That's what's up right there, man.
He was hilarious, man.
Because we've been a lot of people really through the cannabis festival.
Yeah.
Is how we've met a lot of people. But I remember you guys were when I ran into you all, it was doing the drop offs, the meetups. and
Yo,
shit like
sure,
that.
yeah. So yeah.
So
yeah.
I was like, man,
Yeah.
and then when he started talking about shit, I'm like, yo, I know these cats. Like, I've dealt with them before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had good shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then it was the cannabis festival, and then it just built
Yeah,
on
because
from
when we
there.
found you at the Cannabis Festival, I
Yeah.
remember being like, all right, this is the spot. These are
Yeah,
the edibles
this is
we
it.
want.
Yeah,
This- I was
this-
like, these dudes have
these
been
are
here
what- yeah.
since they first started doing shit in D.C.
Like,
Well-
these are the guys we want to fuck with.
I mean, when we did the very first Cannabis Festival with De La Soul, he was the
Yeah.
musical guest.
Yep.
To think about the
That
very
would've been dope
first
right
one
there.
to the very last one we had, and I mean, what's even going to come this summer? I mean, you want to talk about evolution? That,
Oh, yeah,
that shit-
absolutely.
That shit has gone from 1 day to 2 days.
Oh, it's
gone from De La Soul
it's
to
crazy.
fucking Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is
all
Cypress
over.
coming this year?
I don't know who the musical guest is. I don't think she's announced the
Nah,
musical
she ain't
guest.
put that
Keeping
out
it under
yet.
wraps
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
I'd love to
so-
see Cypress come
Are
out.
y'all gonna be there?
We'll be there in some capacity, 100%. We're more than likely not going to be there as our own entity, just because it doesn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah.
You're going to be there for yourselves and not to promote the brand per se.
Well, we'll be there, like, in addition, like, so let's say that it turns into what allegedly it's going to be turning into, and it's this licensed, sanctioned event that has the blessing from, everybody on high all the way down. Stores like Tacoma, Meow, dispensary near me, the licensed new retailers, old and new, will make up for the people that were unlicensed that held those
I-71.
Okay.
And so what we'll do is basically lend ourselves to all the stores we currently support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. You'll just supply them up and they'll handle it, and you'll just be like, yeah, we're chilling.
You'll see
we'll
the
make the
logo.
rounds.
We not there, but you'll see the logo.
like,
You'll see people with your bags, and you'll have your shit on it. Every now and again, somebody will go, "Oh man, did you make this?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah,
And they'll be like, "Bro,
And we've always done
this shit is
things.
delicious, man."
Yeah, hopefully we've always done things like work the Culinary Pavilion, done a demo at the Culinary Pavilion. We've done things like sponsor the drawstring bag,
Yeah, I remember
shit
that,
like that. So we'll definitely be participating in some sort. I mean,
That's
Caroline's the best. The event's the best. It's unlike anything else we've got. You know what I mean?
She's done amazing so far. So I mean, can't.
Well, I mean, I'm super impressed with the, the steps forward I've seen.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're excited to see what it's gonna
What
look like
do.
today.
Who's the performer? You know what I mean?
Because
So,
it's gonna be you got RFK getting torn down or
Well,
whatever.
and now it's DC's.
Now it's DC's now.
and that's
So
what's
that's
going
the
to
other
afford
part.
us. We can consume on, because before it was like
because
federal land.
exactly.
That whole,
but now DC owns it,
Yep.
so it's a
So
whole
it's
nother
no
ball
longer
game.
federal land.
No longer. It is the cities.
So yeah, that's going to be definitely who the fuck knows what the
Yeah,
fuck.
that's gonna be some wild shit out there.
Yep.
Well, especially since what it was what it was.
Yeah.
Like I said from the jump, I've been breaking the law. I don't know. I didn't mean
Dude,
to.
and
But
you
you
know, they're going to get you on the walk-in.
Oh, yeah,
There are going to be
absolutely.
about 55 vendors on the walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a walk-in.
Yeah.
It's a walk-in. So
Yeah, there is a walk.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And dudes would be like, yeah, man, I got the good stuff
what
if
you
you want
need.
it. What you need.
it's like the guys outside the Commanders game. You want a shot?
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
and they got a
yeah,
bottle
yeah,
set
No
up.
license
Yeah.
needed. I got you.
Yeah, for real.
Hot dog and a shot and a
Catch
joint.
some guys on the way out.
Get you a package.
Yeah,
What do
if
you got
really
left?
need them. What you got left,
Wait,
man?
you ask them what their prices
Meet me
are
in the parking lot.
when you pass them, and then you get them on the way out.
Yeah,
I'll see you on the way
Alright, you was
out.
50, you only 45. Alright, ain't gonna work.
These bums.
Oh, we half off. Alright, hold on, let me try that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I think we have to bring this episode to a close.
Oh, yeah.
We're planning to do another one if y'all are cool and want to stick out another one.
I was gonna say, don't even close, don't even wrap it, let it run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We gonna cut it off.
We're
for
gonna cut it
Sunday's
off and
episode,
come right back, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. We will be back.
We do our usual roughly certain amount of time, and I think that's a good time to stop it
All
right
right.
about now. So we'd like to thank our hosts here.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys for having
sir.
us.
Appreciate
And,
it. Hey, man. Appreciate
there's
it.
nothing
Yeah.
like linking up with you guys. I was telling Alex yesterday, you guys were coming through, and it's nice to get like the bird call out with like a group of people that get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we appreciate you so much.
Hey, right on,
Hey,
man.
man,
We
we
appreciate
appreciate
you,
it.
man.
Thank
This
you
place
guys.
is
Definitely high,
amazing.
though. It did hit me.
Hold on. What is that?
Maybe it is a good time then,
The
dude.
quick
Yeah, I'm gonna
You saw it happen, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
mean, it's real time.
I'm gonna give me a little bump of that.
That was a quick fix. We'll see if the Jew does fall asleep in the next
Give me a
episode,
little
ladies and
bump of
gentlemen.
that. We got shit to do here.
Anyway, we'd love to thank you so much for
we love
listening.
y'all, man.
Encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes.
Like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done, because that's how it gets done.
We believe in you.
That's right. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Keep moving forward.
And don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
And peace be with you.
Go.
Peace.